Hey everybody, welcome back again. This is Tim, aka Smitty Geek, and I wanted to do another review. This time I wanted to talk about this. This is the Jackery 290 portable power supply. Now, first of all, let me kind of tell you what this is. I know these are very common now, but for those of you who aren't familiar with what this is a portable power supply, which essentially means if you're out somewhere and you don't have access to power and you need to plug something in, like maybe a small fan, or maybe you have one of those little car coolers that plugs in, this would be ideal for that. It's also great for small personal appliances, small personal devices such as a laptop or a cell phone. So you want to charge your cell phone and you're out somewhere where you don't have access to power. And also, it will do things such as recharge batteries. So like if you've got a camera battery, maybe you've got a GoPro battery and you want to charge it, or maybe even for like a drone. So it's really good for anyone who needs to have a way to power devices and they're not actually anywhere where they can plug into a wall power supply or a power supply like a generator or somewhere where you have power. Now, this particular unit, just so you know, it's very small. It's about the size of a lunchbox. That's probably the best way for me to describe this to you. And it weighs roughly about 6.5 to 7 pounds. And the way these work is, first of all, there is a power button right here on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And you see it has a little display. And then it will tell you, if you can see it there. There we go. It tells you how much power you have. And this one is 290 kilowatt hours. So basically, it's 200 watts continuous. In layman's terms, what that means is it will continuously power some devices for quite a long time. For example, I know you can take like a small portable fan that you might use for camping and plug it into this, and it will run it literally all night. This is great for car campers. This is great for folks who, in my case, have a small truck and you like to sleep with a fan. This will power it no problem. It also will keep your cell phones charged pretty much all night. You know, you have several different ways to charge here or to provide power. You have on this one, you have two USB sockets, I guess you can say, inputs, and this little, to turn this access port on, you just turn the little light on, the little green light. Suppose you want to plug in like a fan, like I said, or maybe the car cooler, or maybe even an electric blanket, which it can power for quite some time. I'll explain the caveat to that in just a minute. You can actually turn it on here as well. It's a heavy-duty plastic construction. Not much to it. This is kind of the entry-level line for Jackery. There's other brands out there as well, such as Gold Zero and Blue Yeti. They're all very comparable, but the one that I know, or the one that I went through, is this Jackery because I got it at Harbor Freight a little bit over a year ago for right around $250. I know they're still going for that roughly at Best Buy, Lowe's, even places like Walmart online. You can pick one of these up for about $250. Now, let me tell you what you can't do or what you can't charge with this. Small space heaters, no, that will not work because they draw a lot of amperage to heat the coils that do their job. It will not power those. If you do try to power one of those with this, it will immediately shut off. You know, if you're trying to, say like a hair dryer, you know, no, it won't power that. It will actually work great for situations for, say you need to take a cordless drill somewhere where you don't have power. You can actually charge the battery with this and take it where you need to go out in the woods or wherever you're going to be needing it, where you don't have a generator. But it's basically just a small little, I guess, generator is the best way to describe it. Now this one's been out a while. Again, this is called the 290. They now make a second one that's similar to this called the 300. The biggest difference is it has two AC ports on it versus the one that I have on this. Also, some great features about this particular device, and probably one of the biggest things that I use it for. I usually keep this in my truck. This here is your input. This is where you plug in your charging power source. So it does come with a standard AC plug, so you can plug it in at home in your wall outlet to charge it. But you can also charge this with an included car charger. So you just plug it into the cigarette lighter adapter, one of these here, and it'll charge it that way. And since I have an extra one of those in my truck, I usually keep this thing powered consistently. And then that way, if I need to plug my phone in, or if I need to charge a camera battery, their standard the charging unit is a wall charger. So basically, I'll just plug it into that. Also, you can plug in an extension cable and plug two different devices with it, and just keep it charged. This also will charge via a solar panel. Now, Jackery does make some portable solar panels, and I think it takes roughly about 4 hours on a full sunny day to charge this particular unit. I know some of the bigger units like the Jackery 500 and the Jackery 1000 probably take a little bit longer, but of course they're going to give you more power capability. But they are well in that $600 to $700 to $800, even up to $1,000 price range. But they work great for that particular situation, and a lot of folks use those for camping. One of the things that I use this for, like I said, I like to use this in my truck when I'm truck camping. I like to plug in LED lights. I got little strip lights, and they plug into that no problem. And it will allow me to plug those in, as well as my phone. Also, I can plug in a laptop, and also my fan. So this makes life a little bit easier, and you have a little bit more security, I guess you could say. Having a power supply and not being completely off-grid. You can be off-grid with one of these and still have the conveniences of home, and not have to worry about where you're going to grab power from. Now, I do recommend, however, if you're going to use one of these, probably keep it charged, pretty consistently, because I understand that if you leave one of these setting for, I think it's a couple of months. In other words, if you put one of these in the closet and you forget about it, and say 6 months later you got to pull it out, it's probably going to be dead. These are one of those things you have to continuously use them, because if you don't, they will eventually die. The battery will lose its charge, which means that once it's lost its charge, you probably can get another internal battery, but it's probably going to be cheaper just to replace the unit itself. So with that, I would recommend keeping it charged on a regular basis. Some other unique things you can do about it, I did find out that I can plug in a small guitar amp. I have a little small acoustic amp that works great, that I can plug it in, and it'll run roughly about an hour to an hour and a half off of that. Also, like I said, I think you can run an electric blanket off one of these, because the power draw on one of those isn't as strong as what it would be, say, with an electric heater, with those little portable space heaters. Those pull a lot of amperage, so of course this is not going to handle it. So with that, I just want to tell you guys, if if you're into car camping or you need a portable power supply, I highly recommend getting one of these. Like I said, I think you can still get this one, the Jackery 290, online for about $250. Or you might want to go with the 300 if you need that extra power jack. I think those are a little bit more. And of course, this is kind of the entry level, or one of the entry levels for the Jackery line. You can, of course, spend more money, and will give you more power, give you more capability of being offline or out for longer extended periods of time, or run more appliances or more items that draw more power, such as a heater or a larger refrigerator unit, things like that. So anyway, that's the Jackery 290. Hopefully you guys will like this video. If you like videos like this and you like to see more reviews on things like this, then I suggest that maybe you like the channel, leave a comment. Keep in mind, I am building my subscriber base. And as I've said in previous videos, I am trying to get us to at least 1,000 videos, or I should say 1,000 subscribers. So as part of a perk, at that point, once I do reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a free gift card to one of my subscribers. So feel free to come back And feel free to let me know what you think about this. If you have one of these or you have a small power source, what your thoughts are on it. You like it, you don't like it, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And also, what have you powered with it? What have you used it for? What do you find it useful for? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you as always, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.